y'all, Mama June, episode 2. I think it's episode 22, but I'm just calling it episode 2 because that's the episode that I'm on. But let's get into it. And I have a cold, so bear with me. I'm also making a castor oil baking soda mixture to put all over my face so we can see if we can get these moles gone. So, yeah. All right, y'all, we are at the first commercial, and they started off the episode with Mama June and her husband going to go pick up Anna's kids to take them to school. And Anna's daughter, she has a spelling test, so they're trying to help her spell dictionary in Mississippi and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, shorty. Then they go over into Pumpkin and Josh, and Josh wants to surprise Pumpkin with baking lessons because Pumpkin wants to become a baker. I'm like, okay, girl. So I'm like, okay. And then what else happened? Okay, and then Mama June, after she dropped the girls off at school, she went back over to Anna's house and she was talking to Anna about basically her dying and her setting up where she wants her kids to go because the youngest, her dad's in the picture, but the oldest, her dad's not in the picture. So yeah, that's kind of stressful. Mama June wants to take the little girl, but it looks like Anna wants the little girl to stay with her boyfriend, and Mama June is like, "What?" So I'm kind of with Mama June. I was like, "What?" I mean, I'm not saying I'm Mama June. I'm Team Pumpkin. That Pumpkin should get him. I know Josh doesn't want to, but I think Pumpkin should get the little girl. But yeah, that's all that happened. I think Anna's in denial. Well, it looks like Anna's in denial. Mama June thinks that Anna's in denial about her being, terminal ill, like actually gonna die from the cancer. It's really hard to watch, and she's only 28. It's just like, oh my God, or was it 29? She's only in her 20s, and this is happening to her. So, and she said how she feels like a 70-year-old, and how when she feels like she can't breathe, she wakes up because she's scared. And I really hope that she's resting in peace. Really, really, really. But let's continue to watch how it plays out, and I will catch you at the next commercial. And we are back at the commercial, and they came back with Mama June and Anna, and they left off at the conversation of Anna, getting the paperwork for her daughters together, and her husband Eldrick came in, which she wants her oldest daughter to go to him. Um, so he came in, and they were talking about it. Mama June telling them that they need to get the paperwork together, and Anna breaks down crying about how her daughters are going to be split up, and I was really like over here in my feelings, like, oh my God, this is a lot. Um, yeah, she doesn't want her kids to be separated, but the youngest dad, once she passed, is going to take his kid, so she can't help that. And then she wants her husband to get her oldest daughter, but she also wants Mama June to be on there as well in case he can't handle it because she's about to be a teenager. So she was just breaking down, and I was just like, oh my God, this is so hard to watch. But it's also like a good thing to see, you know what I mean? So people can see what people go through when things like this happen, like how much tragic and pain. Like, I am glad to be watching it, no matter how hard it is to watch. And then they went over into Pumpkin in her cooking class. She took Jessica with her, and they went to I can't remember the chef, but they went to the chef to make red velvet cupcakes. And I'm like, okay, I love red velvet cupcakes. She did good. He was saying she was a fast learner. She made cupcakes. Well, she was supposed to make cakes, but she requested to make cupcakes, which is the same thing, so whatever. Um, and they had a good time. And then she went back home and she let her husband try the cupcakes and he liked them. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna start me up a little business called Muffin Tops by Pumpkin or something like that. He was like, I love it. So I'm like, look at her. Like, I really hope she starts her little sweet business. That would be awesome for her. And then Alana calls. And then Alana calls and says that Draylyn has court in 2 days. Two days. And she just got the letter, so she don't know what they're gonna do and she needs help. And so Pumpkin's like, I was just having a good time, but y'all are stressing me out. So of course she tells her she's gonna help her out because she's in school and she wants her to focus, but she's like, I'm trying to focus on school, but all of this is stressing me out. So she's like, all right, I got you. We'll figure it out. It's gonna cost some money. Talk to you later. And then the next day, she gets up in the morning to call the lawyer that helped her get custody of Alana, like write up all the custody papers and stuff. And she's like, I pray that this lady can do it because if she can't, I have kids and I have stuff to do. I can't sit around and try to find Draylon the lawyer. Which I commend her for trying, but I also agree with her. Like, these are grown people, but then they are, like, not really grown, if I'm thinking about it. Because when I was that young, I did not have a brain at all. Um, Shit, I didn't get a brain till, whoa. But we ain't gonna go too much on me. We ain't gonna go too much on me. Anyways, um, yeah, so she's calling the lady, and the lady's like, she has court all week, so she doesn't know. And she's like, well, is there anything that you can do for me? And then commercial. So I'm like, damn. So we'll see if there's anything that she can do. I got my little face mask going. Hopefully these moles can get lost. Get what they get lost. But anyways, I'll catch y'all at the next commercial break. Thank you so much.